From the heart of the Blue Ridge, Roanoke, Virginia. It's the Just Bernard Show with host Bernard Alvarez. Join Bernard as he shares topics that reveal the real matrix and empower your human experience, including world liberty, the esoteric, suppressed technologies, spiritual ascension, and human consciousness. Humanity has awakened, and our time has come to realize our full potential. And now, live from the Star City, your host, Bernard Alvarez.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this year's special Beltane broadcast. This is probably our, I don't know, about our third or fourth year doing this, doing Beltane. And this is our, second or third interactive Sabbat that we've done this year. Boy, time flies. I cannot believe it is, going to be May 1st. Unbelievable. This year is going by very, very quickly. And boy, Beltane to me reminds me of, or brings out the concept of, coming out of winter's slumber, so to speak. And today, it's certainly, I can certainly feel it here in Roanoke. It's quite warm here today. But, we've been locked up inside for more than one reason as of recently. And it's interesting how, now that it's starting to get a little bit warmer this time of the year for us in the Northern Hemisphere. Yes, I know you are celebrating something quite differently in the Southern Hemisphere. So I believe we're at Samhain for you guys down there. So happy Samhain to everybody down there. But up here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's starting to get warmer, and we're getting ready to go back outside in more ways than one. Things are opening up again. This is good stuff that's happening. So I'm very happy to share this time with you. Let me take a moment before we start and just say hello to a few of you that have popped up on the chat. If you have popped up on the chat, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I know I should have had all of these windows open before I started. Anyway, hello Amy Elizabeth on Facebook. Happy Beltane. Hello Noctor on YouTube, and Discogdat. Okay, cool name on YouTube as well. I'm so happy you all are here with me to celebrate this most auspicious time of the year. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. And so, as you know, today we are doing an interactive Sabbat, and I hope those of you who are joining us were able to kind of look at the event pages and the invitations on all of that, on what you can do to prepare. If you didn't prepare, that's fine. You can just follow along and use visualization for everything. But if you are one who did prepare, I would say the most important thing, it's not necessary to perhaps have the incense and smudge wand and all that. Yeah, I will smudge. I'll smudge all of you as well. But I think the most important part is the theme of this year, and that is to bring forth. And in order to bring forth, we want to get rid of things. So let's get rid of the old and bring forth the new. So I did ask everybody in order to prepare to kind of write a letter to yourself, perhaps, or even just a list of some of the more uncomfortable traits that you may have taken on over the last season, over the winter, over the last year even. What were some of the things, personality traits, habits, and whatnot that perhaps you're not happy with? or that you've noticed that you've started doing and you don't want that in your life anymore, that you're ready to be rid of it. So if you haven't already, might I suggest getting a small piece of paper, and as usual, I will show you my tiny little piece of paper that I'm using. The other side is written on. Get a couple of pieces of paper. You don't need to do this again. You can just do it in your mind to list the things that you want to get rid of. And that is the, well, I don't like to use the word banishing, but letting go of. This is the letting go of aspect, the things we're going to leave behind in the cold winter aspects of our life, so to speak. The next is the to bring forth. What is it that we are going to bring forth? Remember that Beltane is a time, well, this is when those who grow things will put the seeds into the ground. This is the time to sow the seeds. So what is it that you would like to bring forth in your life? What is it that you'd like to plant the seeds of, either within your subconscious, energetically with the universe, that you would like to see grow over the coming months and to bring forth into your own life? If you are going to do the whole paper, burning the paper thing, make sure you do have a couple pieces of paper. Make sure you have something to light it with. I got my handy little lighter here. Make sure you have a candle. Well, you don't have to have a candle, but it'd be nice if you had a candle. And make sure you have a fireproof container to burn it in. You're going to be throwing the ashes either into the wind, into the water, depending on what you want to do with them. I usually suggest that which we're getting rid of, throw into the wind, and that which we're bringing forth, bury in the soil. So you're going to want to figure out how to separate them a little bit. If not, throwing them all in the wind is fine. I'm probably not going to separate them. That's why I said that. All right. Are we almost ready to get started? I know I am. Let me say hello to a couple more of you before we start. Hi, Terry. Good to see you on Facebook. Hello, Starlight from Las Vegas on YouTube. Happy Beltane. Happy Beltane to Alana Rogers. Hello. Thank you for being here on Facebook. And Cindy being here on Facebook, reminding us it is also the crone moon tonight, the third night of the supermoon. Last night was the peak of the supermoon, the pink moon. And then I'd like to say hello to Sugar Venom Doll joining us on YouTube. Wow, so many of us today putting our energy together and really connecting from, across the world. This is amazing that we get to do this. So I'm glad you're here to celebrate this time with me. Let us begin. Beltane is here, and we welcome the time of fertility. We greet the season of fire, love, and passion with open arms and loving hearts. We come together to create life, to honor the divine union between masculine and feminine from which all life flows. As the earth grows and creates life, we shall grow and create life. Amen. Aho. So be it. Blessed be. At this time, if you'd like, you can join me in smudging your space. I am using a neutral, what I consider a neutral scent, not champa, which is my favorite when I'm working indoors. Sage gets a little bit too smoky, those sage ones, when you're in a confined space. So I'm pretty happy using not champa. Send good smoke to all of you watching, wherever you are. Good smoke to me. And if you finished smudging and cleansing your space, I'd like you to join me in a short meditation where we ground ourselves, grounding our energies to the earth. As well, during the meditation, we are going to create our sacred sphere. So close your eyes and take a deep breath with me. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your belly. Pause and gently exhale. Once again, taking a deep breath in through your nose, filling your belly. Pause and exhale. And allow your consciousness to come to this time and to this space. Allow your thoughts to become slower, allowing you to clear your mind. And I'd like you to focus on your solar plexus, just underneath your ribs, your belly, the upper part of your abdomen. And I'd like you to visualize a ball of bright white light, about the size of a baseball, maybe a softball. And see this ball of light getting brighter and brighter. And now see the energy of this ball begin to split, with two streams of light going down each of your legs from the ball of light in your belly. See the energy going down your knees, down to your feet, down into the earth, down through the crust, down through the magma, going down all the way to the Earth's core and wrapping its energy around the core of the Earth herself. And allow that energy to blend a little. You may notice the color beginning to shift a bit. And whatever color you see is fine. And begin to allow that energy to come back up through those streams of light, those roots. Coming back up through the magma. Coming back up through the crust. Coming back up through the floor. Up through the bottoms of your feet. Up through your legs, to your knees, up to your hips, and going back up to that ball of light in your belly, joining together in one bright sphere of light, keeping us anchored and grounded in the earth and with the earth. And let us see that ball of light begin to expand and grow, expanding outward in front of you and behind you, expanding as large as a beach ball and even larger, as it covers you in bright light from above your head to below your feet, encircling you in a safe sphere of healing light, peaceful light expanding and filling the corners of the room, from the ceiling to beneath your floor, until you are completely immersed in a large ball of light, a barrier and boundary from the world you are in now to the world outside, in a space that is not a space, in a time that is not a time, in a place that is not a place. The circle is now cast, so mote it be. Friends in the circle today, heart to heart and hand to hand, bringing Beltane to the land, let the sleeper awake. Let the flames of Beltane burn. May the old ones now return. May we of their magic learn. Let the sleeper awake. Let the streams and fields be pure. Earth and sky be clean once more. Love and laughter long endure. Let the sleeper awake. Forest spreading, peace returning, where the pagan fires are burning. Now the inner light discerning, let the sleeper awake. May the lady's touch again rest upon the barren plain, with the sunshine and the rain. Let the sleeper awake. Beltane magic, here we sing, chant the rune and dance the ring. Joy and blessing shall it bring. Let the sleeper awake. We are now going to call the four quarters, the guardians of the directions, the elementals, and the elements. And as usual, being that we are in a confined space, if you would like to stand up and go to the corresponding direction, if you'd like to go to the east, to the west, to the north, to the south, first of all, figure out where they are. And I have to remind myself again, okay? And, or you are more than welcome just to sit where you are, relax, and just bringing your attention to that particular quarter as you join with me to call these four quarters. Let us start with the east, bringing our attention to the east, or turning to the east. Guardians of the east, spirits of the air, open my mind to the promise of summer. Fill my lungs, carry my thoughts. Help me to understand my place in the great circle, even as I offer to you a place in my circle here. Join us now. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the south and the spirits of the fire. Guardians of the south, spirits of fire, inspire me to seek out my own rebirth. Warm my blood, excite me to action, help me to experience the passion of living. As I invite you here to remind me of your place in my life, join us now. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the west and the element of water. Guardians of the west, spirits of water, guide my roots to the source of life. Nurture my compassion, bathe my wounds. Help me to heal the world with my love, as I ask you here to share in the healing of our hearts. Blessed be. And now to the north and the element of earth. Guardians of the north, spirits of the earth, keep us safe in the arms of our mother. Be firm in our youth, be gentle in our aging. Help us to find the wisdom in nature, as we welcome you to support our steps on the path of the wise. Blessed be. And now we're going to call upon the Lady of Beltane. Let us call upon the goddess. Hallowed Lady of the Hawthorn, goddess of the greenwood groves, we call upon thee in the season of thy sensuality, as thy blossom opens to the amorous advances of a lord, thy lover. In thy union is the fertility of spring, and the beckoning whisper of young desire. Touch us with the breath of thy passion, that we may seek for the ecstasy of life. Inflame us with the fever of thine inmost longings, that we not be satisfied until our oneness with the God is consummated. Capture us with the fragrances of thine allurement, that we may be overwhelmed with an obsession for thy presence. Bright maiden of May, be here among us as we celebrate the Beltane blessings of thy bridal bed. Blessed be. And what is a bridal bed without the Satyr Lord? Let us take a moment now as we prepare to call upon the God of our ritual. Horn God of power and play, we hear the music of thy melodious pipes, enchanting our ears upon the evening wind. Beneath the fullness of the May night moon, thy silhouette plays hide and seek among the shadows of silver-tipped trees. Thy hooves striking sparks like shooting stars as they step in sprightly patterns to the rhythm of the ways of the wild. Holy Pan of the shepherd shrine, Holy Pan of the Shepherd Shrine, goat-footed God, faunus of the forest glades, we beseech thee to be here among us as we revel in Beltane abandoned beneath the swirling streamers of thy phallic staff, dancing by the light of the balefire's glow. Sovereign Satyr Lord, be blessed within this circle to remain as we celebrate spring and the beginning of thy reign. Blessed be. So we have created sacred space, anchored ourselves with the earth, created our sphere of light to focus our work in. We've called upon the elements, the mother, the maiden, and the god. And now the work begins. What am I saying? That was work. Now the inner work begins. Let us do a meditation. If you'd like to join me, please. If not, you can just listen along, follow along in your mind's eye. I'm going to play a nature clip for us to view so I can meditate along with you. So let's take a deep breath. Filling our bellies, pausing and gently exhaling. Again, take a deep breath. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and feel your body. Are there places you are holding tension? Even if you are indoors, let yourself feel the warmth of the sun outside. Begin at your feet. As you see and feel the sun's light touch your toes, let them soften and relax. As the light moves up your body to your feet and then your legs, feel them soften, releasing any tension they were holding. The light touches your knees, and then your thighs. Feel the sun release your light, reaching your chest and your shoulders, traveling down your arms and into your hands. Feel as your neck and jaws soften, and finally your face and your whole head. And as you rest, bathed in the sun's light, let its warmth fill you and give you energy. Just breathe. Just breathe. Each breath in, absorbing the light and storing it. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. When you are ready, bring your awareness to the center of your chest. With each breath in, allow your awareness to shift, bringing you into the shade of an apple tree's branches above you. You can hear the sound of honeybees and feel grass between your toes. Your body is still full of the energy from the sun, and when you look around, you can see there is a narrow path leading away from the apple tree and towards a looming mountain. Let yourself move down the path, slowly at first, then with more excitement, leaping and cartwheeling joyfully. Release the energy that has been pent up all winter long and feel the wind on your skin as you run, running toward the mountain. What does the earth feel like under your feet as you move? Can you hear sounds? What do the plants smell like as you brush up against them? As you run, you feel the wind picking up, growing stronger and stronger at your back. Soon it is lifting you up and carrying you towards the mountain. Let yourself feel free and light as the wind carries you. You pass over various fruit trees, each bearing colorful flowers and teeming with pollinators, bees and birds of every variety. As you travel along the air current, take a moment to reflect on the areas in your life where you are a creator. The areas where you are creative or build things. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. When you are ready, let the wind set you down, landing softly on the earth. Look around at your surroundings. Where have you landed? Are there plants or animals? Is it new or somewhere you have been? What does the air taste like? And continue looking around you in the grasses or in the bushes until you find a hidden nest. And you see the hidden nest. There is an egg in the nest. What color is it? What size is it? Take a moment to reflect on what you would like to cultivate in your life. What would you like to bring into your life? What would you like to bring into the world? When you are ready, send that intention into the egg. Warm it with the light from your inner fire and the light from the sun. Lay your hands on the egg, and with each out-breath, send your intentions to it. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, and in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4. There is a movement beneath your hands. The egg is shaking and cracks are forming along its surface. You have created this egg and brought it into being. As it hatches, what do you see emerge? Spend however much time you need with your creation. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4, and in 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4. When you're ready, let it fully emerge and full with the energy that you have given it, entering the world, a new creation. It is now time to return to your body as you turn and look at the mountain. You are much closer now, and there is a path leading toward it. Follow this path, and with each step you take along it, let your awareness shift back to your body. With each breath, come back a little more. Sensing your body, sensing my voice, sensing where you are seated, standing, or laying. Open your eyes. Say your name aloud. Shake your hands. Wiggle your toes. You now return to normal, full awareness. Sit quietly for a bit and reflect on the experience you had before we moved on to the next part of our Sabbat. Blessed be. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did performing it with you. At this time, we are going to light our Beltane fire. If you have a candle, please light it at this time. I am using a lavender tea light because it's purple and I felt it went with the theme of the season, the bright spring colors. And actually, purple is my favorite color, in case you haven't figured that out yet by all my posts and my furniture and stuff. But this next part, we are going to hopefully, I should say, let me start by saying, hopefully during this meditation, when we felt ourselves as the creator, when we saw the things that we created, that we would like to create in our life, it gave us some contrast and some clarity as to what may be holding us back from that ability to create, or that ability to be and sense that energy that you felt during the last few minutes during the meditation. So if you have not already, what I'd like you to do is to contemplate some of the negative attributes, attributes that have been an obstacle to this creativity or your ability to create positivity in your life. Any bad habits, any habitual negative thinking, anything that you feel has been a hindrance to this ability to bring forth that which you would like to bring into your life. If you haven't already, hopefully prior to today you did write them down. If you would like to take a small piece of paper and write down a list. You were asked to write a letter to yourself of the things you want to get rid of, but that's okay. I actually just did a list. But so let's take a moment now to think about that. And again, if you haven't written it down, take a moment to write it down. I'll give you a moment or two or three or four or five. If you're not writing them down, take a moment to list them out in your head. So what we're going to do now is, if you have them written down, I'd like you to say them aloud. If you're alone, you can say them aloud. If you feel comfortable enough. If you don't feel comfortable enough, just say them in your mind, which is what I'm going to do right now. So join me in going over that list. And then close your eyes and visualize those behaviors, obstacles, etc. Visualize them as they show themselves in your life. You can see the examples of them in your mind. So take a moment to see the examples of how they've manifested in your life. And in your mind, see them beginning to go up in flames, and you can open your eyes when you're ready. If you have a fire and a paper you'd like to burn, this is the time. If you don't, you are welcome to use the visualization of seeing your own going up in flames. It is gone, it is gone, it is gone. It is done, it is done, it is done. No longer a part of me, no longer a part of my life. As we do will it, so mote it be. Blessed be. I must have hit something. There we go. Yeah, there's something popping up behind me on my shoulder there. Next, now it is time to bring forth, and hopefully that which you visualized and saw within the meditation is in keeping with that which you want to bring forth, and that which you feel the need. It is time that you feel it is now the time to bring it forth into your life. If you have not already, hopefully you do have it written down on a little slip of paper. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we are going to be bringing it forth. So that which we have hopefully visualized, if not, pick a few words to describe that which you would like to bring forth in your mind. I'll give you a few moments now. If you do have them written down on a paper, this would be the time to read them, either aloud or with your mind's voice. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes again, repeating those words you just listed off. Take a deep breath in, relax, and feel those words getting more and more powerful. And allow a vision of how they manifest in your life begin to appear in your mind. What does it look like when that which you are bringing forth comes to manifestation? How are you feeling once that which you have brought forth comes into manifestation? See yourself in a scene, living that which you brought forth. Sense your mind, what your thoughts are in that scene. Sense your body, what your body feels like in that scene. And just take a few moments to sit in that. And now lastly, I will ask you to evoke a sense of gratitude for having brought that forth into your own life. Sense how happy you are now that it is here with you. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Again, we are going to burn that piece of paper, releasing the energy into the universe. If you have a piece of paper, if not, you can use this visualization. It is done. It is done. It is done. As we do will it, so mote it be. Blessed be. Dear Artemis, make our aim clear and true. Let us run free and wild like you. Dear Isis, help us heal our deepest wounds and create life anew. Dear Aphrodite, Let us embrace our body as our temple and enjoy life's sweetest pleasures. Dear Rhiannon, let us awaken to our magic and wisdom, and may we be the queens and kings of our kingdom. Dear Shakti, awaken your primal power within us, and rise in bliss within and through us. Dear Hera, bless us in sacred union with our beloved on earth as we dwell already in heaven. Dear Flora, crown us with a garland of flowers and bless us with beauty in all hours. Dear Freya, help us know that it is safe and right for us to be lavished and ravished. Dear Quetzalcoatl, help us conceive, nurture, and birth every dream within our heart. So be it, so mote it be, blessed be. So we're going to begin to open the ceremony, open the circle at this time. Before we do, I want to remind you to please, if you do have ashes collected, go ahead and release them to the wind after we are done. If you did light a candle, I usually suggest letting it burn out by itself if you can do it safely. If you do need to leave, hopefully you don't have a 7-day candle that you lit. If you do need to leave, just snuff it out with your fingers. But I am of the superstition we should never blow out a candle. So snuff it out using a candle snuffer or your fingers, or else you're going to blow your spell away. So let us take a moment to thank the divine God, our Lord Satyr, for joining us in this rite. Thank you for lending us your strength. Fill us with your passion. Fill us with your power and fill us with your magic. Go in peace. Blessed be. And to our May Queen, our Goddess Maiden, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for lending us your youthful energy, strength, and fertility, and allowing us to borrow that energy, sending it into that which we wish to grow in our lives and in the world around us. Go now in peace. Thank you, and blessed be. And to the elements and spirits of the earth and of the north, to the elements and the spirits of water and of the west, to the elements and spirits of fire and of the south, to the elements and spirits of air and of the east. Thank you for joining us and bringing balance, clarity, and reminding us of the elements within our own life. Go now in peace. Thank you, and blessed be. Let us close our eyes, take a deep breath, and recall that ball of light that we were surrounded in and all the energy that we have built up. And allow the ball of light to fill the room, getting brighter and brighter. Allow it to get so bright we almost cannot stand to see it. It almost blinds us. But as it gets to be so bright, it begins to dissolve, allowing the shapes of the room, the colors, and all to return, releasing all the energy we have raised, releasing all that may be contained to the universe to return. The circle is open but unbroken. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Well, that was quite wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and thank you for joining me and spending this time and joining our energy together. I really love doing this with all of you because I do feel you. I do feel you. Let me just say hello to a few people that popped in. I saw on the chat. I don't think I got to say hello to... Jan. Hello, Jan. How are you? Good to see you on YouTube. Fairy Lover 33 on YouTube and Martina on YouTube. Thank you, everyone. Have a very blessed Beltane. You can, of course, use this ritual for a week. So if you want to do it again tonight with your friends or your group on Zoom or something, we'll be Beltane is a season. So feel free to borrow the ceremony. Feel free to play the ceremony again with your friends and your family. Especially this Saturday, which will be May 1st. I myself am very grateful. I too will be with a small group of friends. We'll be celebrating here at the Covenstead with a few select friends. It's our first gathering since, since Samhain. We had a small gathering on Samhain. This one's going to be a little bit bigger, maybe like 10 or 15 people, but I'm very, very grateful. The weather's looking good, so we're going to do a bonfire, and we're going to do a much shorter than this ceremony. So this was the high Sabbat for me this year, and this Saturday is going to be much shorter. So thank you for celebrating the high Sabbat with me. Blessed Beltane, I love you, and I will see you next week. Take care, everybody. Happy Beltane, and may all of our spells came true. They did. Yes, they did. I love you. You take care now. Bye-bye.